Hey, Father Taylor here. It's Thursday, January 4th, and this is your weekly eBlast. Several announcements to make, so get ready. First of all, this weekend, praise the Lord, we may actually get snow. I think it's a wonderful thing to live in New England to get snow in January. What does that mean for you and church? Well, church will still go on, barring some catastrophic storm, which they're not predicting. Church will still go on. You, however, may find it difficult or too risky to come in. God bless you. Make the best choice. If you're unable to come in, stay home, get on Zoom. In fact, if you're worried about being able to get there, go ahead and sign up for your Zoom link today. That way, if you're unable to come, you're all set to go on Zoom. You can participate in our service. That would be great. I live with the church basically, so I'm going to be over there, and I bet you it would take a lot more than snow to keep Mola Valley from coming, which means if we have electricity and internet, we got a Zoom service. So we'll have a service one way or the other. You make the best choice for you about coming in. Okay? All right. On Sunday, the 21st, we're having, for the first time ever, an event we call Africa Education Partnership Sunday. What does that mean? Some of you will already know what the AEP is and know all about it. For those of you who don't or don't remember, you can hit the link below and you can find out there's a great one-page summary of the Africa Education Partnership. The Shagnans are some of the main, they're the people behind it, right? So this is really a Trinity Church mission opportunity. And so it's one of two of our main mission efforts that we do all the time. It's our main mission, overseas mission activity. On that day, you will not just hear about AEP, but you will be given the choice and the chance to become a person who takes part in a scholarship program. For $300 a year, kids get a uniform, they get a place that has sanitation, meaning clean water, bathrooms, all those things that they may not have at home. They get a chance for an education that they wouldn't have without the AEP. And then finally, it's this interesting connection that Muslims and Christians both attend these schools. And this is in a region where that relationship is often violent. You may know that on Christmas Day, in a neighboring province right near Kaduna, 200 Christians were killed by Muslims in a very directed attack. So we believe that these schools have great possibilities beyond education for health, for future, and for relationships and kind of peace between Muslims and Christians, since they both attend school. That's on the 21st. You'll say, well, a scholarship, I don't have the kind of money for a scholarship. Here's the beauty of it. $300 gets a scholarship. So maybe you say, I can commit $50, over the next couple of months, I can come up with $50 toward a scholarship. Well, the way we do it on that Sunday is you'll be able to join right then and there with making your commitment, and then we will see how many $300 scholarships we can come up with. I'm hoping Bishop Dogo will be there. I'm also hoping some members of the AEP board will be there, and they'll just take part in our service. So it's like a mission Sunday. It's a mission Sunday, and you get to be part of the mission. That's on the 21st. On the 28th, we have our annual meeting, and that is something that every member should attend. It's just what we do. It's once a year, just like if you're a part of another nonprofit club. They always have annual meetings. We'll elect officers. We'll talk about our finances, which have taken a really interesting, some fascinating turns in our finances, and opportunities to serve. So we want everybody to be there. Last year, remember, it was actually kind of fun. We really got into conversations about what do you see is really important? What should we be working on as a community? So that's the 28th, following the 9:15 service. I estimate something like 10:45 for that. We always supply food. It's a great time to connect with people. I believe we'll also be able to do that on Zoom, although it's different since we have just one camera for that. You really can't see everybody who's there. But annual meeting on the 28th of January. Finally, on February 3rd, I'm a part of a conference put on at Valley Baptist, and it's called Thrive. The idea behind it is that every church community has the role of helping the wider community thrive. So we're looking at all kinds of topics. Now, here's what's fascinating about this event. First of all, Valley Baptist has, I don't know, maybe more resources than many of the churches around here for sure. It's got all the bells and whistles. I went out last year, I was part of that, and the worship the night before was really great. So if you want to come out and worship with a bunch of other Christians, which we don't always get a chance to do, there'll be a worship a time the night before. During the actual event, there are workshops, I think they call them breakouts, on everything from Christian discipleship. There's a great one on ministry with folks who are older. And now that I'm an older guy, like, hey, man, they got some really good speakers coming in. Those guys are coming in from the barn or coming in to do that. I'm leading a session that's called What About Our Kids? And it's about what mental health trends do educators, psychologists, and clinicians see happening in our school post-COVID. If you're older and you don't have grandkids who are still in school age kids, you might not be aware of this, but like there's been really big changes in the mental health concerns that are going on with kids after that kind of 2-year span of COVID. So I've got Steve Matazik, the principal from Terrafil School, got a counselor from Terrafil School, and I've got the leading, I believe she's a psychologist, but she runs all those programs over at the high school. So we're going to hear about it from the whole panorama of education. People are going to, like a panel, going to come in and lead that. And they're going to talk about what they see, what resources are out there, and how maybe you can be helpful. So take a look at the ad for that, which is also below. It's going to be a pretty good conference, well worth just coming out for the day. And plus, you get to meet. It's always good to find out what are other Christians doing and saying in our area. Great time to kind of mix it up. These are not the typical Episcopalians, as I've learned, especially this year. Many of these Baptists have no idea what we're about. I think they think that we're just, I don't know what they think, but they really don't know what we're about. So it'd be great to have some Episcopalians show up and say, hey, we're disciples too, and here's what's happened and what we're all about. So anyway, so that's February 3rd. So if you have any questions about that event or anything else, please just call me. My phone is on all day. Give me a holler. If I can't take your call, I'll call you back. All right? So God bless you, and continue to seek the Lord and to be aware of his presence and how he's leading you in each moment of the day. And hopefully I will talk to you in person soon.